Well, northeastern Minnesota got the bulk of the snow over the weekend, but some snow fell last night across central Minnesota, and there's more snow on the way. So the North Shore, as expected, really got substantial snow Saturday into Saturday night, 6 to 8 inches of snow from Duluth up through Lutsen. Lesser amounts further inland, but this was enhanced by Lake Superior thanks to a east wind blowing over the relatively warm lake there. And then last night, it was mostly a narrow swath of central Minnesota's turn. Highest amounts around Alexandria. We saw Long Prairie and Brandon coming in at 4.6 inches, and then about 2 or so inches across east central Minnesota through North Branch. And many of you might have seen this morning. It looked almost like Dippin' Dots kind of snow. This is from our Joe Nelson of Bring Me the News. That's actually Graupel, because there was just a narrow area or layer of above freezing or near freezing air aloft as you went up thousands of feet early this morning. Most of it below freezing, but you get snow that partially melts and then refreezes with super cooled water droplets, water that's actually below freezing, but in the form of liquid when in its pure form, and then it instantly freezes on contact with some of those snowflakes in that layer. Breezy today as colder air moves into the area. Temperatures are going to really fall through the day, steady to falling temperatures. So the high of the day, we've already seen that. By the late afternoon, evening, we'll be probably in the low 20s. Sub-zero in northern Minnesota, and it's going to be a cold night tonight thanks to that fresh layer of snow for many areas. I think even the northern suburbs will be a degree or two below zero tonight. Barely above zero in the Twin Cities officially, but sub-zero all across the northern part of the state. Wind chills will be near 20 below in northern Minnesota, probably around 10 below in the Twin Cities early tomorrow morning. So a little bit of a chill after last week's record-breaking warmth. It's going to feel a little colder certainly tomorrow, and then briefly warmer again Wednesday ahead of the next system. We're going to see kind of this mini seesaw roller coaster of temperatures with each of these disturbances this week. You can kind of see them all lined up, pockets of snow and rain all the way to the Pacific, and this straight zonal west to east flow. This is an ideal setup to give us really a disturbance kind of every other day. Active jet stream right over us finally for a change because the temperature gradient is going to be lined up just perfectly here with colder air below normal temperatures just to the north and west, and above normal temperatures to the south. This is where you want to be in this kind of Goldilocks zone to squeeze out moisture, and the disturbances in the storms all follow that track of between the colder and warmer air masses. So the first disturbance after these last couple comes through on Wednesday, and then another one comes through Saturday, each yielding some snow. None of these look like particularly big storms at this point, but mainly an overnight snowfall again. Late Wednesday into Wednesday night, we'll see snow moving out of here early Thursday. Dry Friday, but then another system comes in here on Saturday as well, bringing snow. So with this next Wednesday night snow, once again, the northern half of the state favored for more in the way of snowfall, from 2 to 5, maybe some 6-inch amounts along the international border, probably 1 to 2 inches in the Twin Cities, and then far southern Minnesota, probably seeing very little, if anything. But then Friday night into Saturday, the next round of snow develops. Heaviest of it could be early Saturday morning. Through the day Saturday, tapering off here. Models kind of differing on the exact track, not surprising. This is still 5 days out, but generally somewhere in central Minnesota favored for snow, and the amounts might be higher than what you're seeing here because we're going to have to really pay close attention to the ratio of snow to water. That's using a 10-to-1 ratio, but the ratio might be higher. We might actually be in kind of that sweet spot of a dendritic growth zone where we get the big flakes that accumulate more, but we'll know that a little more as we get closer to the Saturday system. But either way, whitening up the landscape here finally over the course of several disturbances and several days. But we'll see highs in the 20s today, falling into the overnight down to 2. Again, if you're in the northern burbs, probably sub-zero, 15 only tomorrow, but we'll see some hazy sunshine. And then Wednesday, briefly warmer as I mentioned, and then briefly cooler Thursday, and kind of this just little mini roller coaster of temperatures between disturbances, but fairly active week for snow showers.